contact approach on 125.2.
125.2, out there, get back.
Crew track 533, runway 16, taxi via taxiway Alpha.
Runway 16, taxi via Alpha, crew track 533.
Approach 78 Bravo Quebec, 7.9 descending 6000.
Runway 16, taxi via taxiway Alpha.
Quebec, Lone Star approach. Expect the visual approach runway 18 right at Sphinx.
Expect visual 18 at Sphinx, 78 Bravo Quebec.
Clear runway 18 right.
18 right, 78 Bravo Quebec.
Connor 11 Lone Star approach. Expect runway 16 left advise you have Oscar for Alliance. What's your say request? You showing a visual approach? Connor 11 proceed direct to Alliance. For 8 Bravo Quebec, it's going to maintain 3000.
3000 for 78 Bravo Quebec.
We got a 14 for 10,000. We got 5 starters.
560 Lima Lone Star approach. Thank you. Descend maintain 7000.
Go down to 7,000.
Cardinal 11, turn right, turn heading S2060.
Arlington Tower, crew track 533, holding short runway 16 at Alpha, request close traffic.
Track 533, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16.
Alright, hello guys, welcome to the flight. We're going to try this again. I think we should be good now. The issue I was having before looked like an issue that I had a feeling was probably the NVIDIA drivers. And it looks like it was, because apparently there was an updated one that was just put out. So I updated. We're gonna try to do this flight again, but we're gonna still do it in the Aerostar here. It's gonna be the plan. And yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. We're gonna do our flight, get this flight going here. Let me make sure I got the time of day correct. I think I do. I do not. Alright, time of day correct, fixed. We should be good though. I apologize to those that was here before, but we're going to complete this flight today. Alright, we got the scenery there. I think that's pretty much it. We'll do tracker. So we're gonna get fuel in this aircraft, and then we're gonna be on our way. I'm using a different method also just to be on the safe side of how we're gonna bring the calculator up and the notepad. We're still gonna be flying at 9,000 feet is the plan. So yeah, welcome in, guys. Let's get going. Again, we're down in Arlington. Get our camera correct here. In the Aerostar-600, there was some clouds over here, but looks like they kind of moved out.
Alright, career track 533,
right now we're
runway
waiting
16
for
clear to land.
Runway 16 clear to land.
for the fuel truck to arrive so we can get fuel. We got about 100 gallons of fuel in the aircraft right now. We're going to fill it up, and then we'll put some more fuel in once we get to whenever we leave and return from Ellington Field. So again, the scenery that we're using for Ellington Field is just default. There's no updated scenery for Ellington Field, which is why I wanted to also leave a little earlier here, so we wouldn't have to deal with the night scenery, the way the night scenery looks at Ellington Field. So should be a good flight, but again, the purpose of this flight is to see how much it'll cost for a flight with a 2-day or 2-night stay in Houston to catch the Texas Rangers and Houston Astros game. So from the start of this, we are gonna say that we own this Aerostar, so we're not doing a day rental of this aircraft. We own it, so we'll basically be paying for fuel, tie down cost or ramp cost at the destination, which I called already, which is kind of what you do as a GA pilot. You do all this stuff ahead of time before you even get to the airport, days before, maybe even a week before. Make sure what's what at the destination airport and what's available. There's the fuel truck on its way. We'll get the chalks off once we get in the aircraft and go from there. Let's hop in and get it going. But yeah, you plan these things, check out, get checked, set your hotel setup if you're staying at a hotel. Find out how much the fees are going to be for the ramp fee at the destination airport, as well as ticket prices and those things. And because we're going to be staying at a hotel very close to the airport, it'll make for it to be pretty easy for us. Alright, so let's go fuel. Again, we currently have 100 gallons. We're going to get it filled up. 166, so it looks like we only need 166 gallons total. Now, we're not going to go off of what is here. Oh, I didn't know I froze that. We're not going to go off of what they just gave us. We did get 66 gallons, though. It does show that. 394 pounds. Now, GSX doesn't have the fuel bill up to what it actually is, or the fuel cost for what it is in today's time. They charged us $288 for 66 gallons, which is incorrect for today's fuel prices. Now, also the reason we had to call them out is because with this scenery, they didn't actually put the fuel station here for us to go to and taxi over to and do self-fuel, which is actually, again, if you guys were here earlier, then you already heard all of this, but we're going to go over it again because this is technically going to be the hopefully only iteration for the flight. Now, self-serve is $6.47, $6.47 a gallon.
Track
Like
533, turn left
said,
taxiway Delta, runway 16 taxi.
You don't have it showing here. We're just going to simulate as if self-serve is down. The station's down, so you'd have to call and get fuel, which full service is $7.80 So we're gonna bring that up here on screen for what that cost us. So we'll bring our notepad up to write down what it costs. So I'm going to do the calculation here. It's $7.07 times 66 gallons. Comes out to $400.62. So our 66 gallons equals, again, 466.62. So that's what we've spent so far. Just to get out of here and make our way to the destination. So we'll put that away for now. And let's hop in the aircraft, start getting things going. We were supposed to depart in about 30 minutes is when we're supposed to leave. So let's hop in the aircraft, get things going, and try to get out of here. It is pretty hot out here as well. So let's hop in and get things going. I gotta fix my camera here. Alright, camera's fixed. Alright, fuel is off. Again, we got 166 gallons now. Center of gravity is 166 inches. With full tanks, we got a payload weight of 438 pounds is what we're looking at. Takeoff weight is going to be, excuse me, what is our takeoff weight? Empty weight, useful load is 1844. Oh, total weight's 5139. So we're still about under 400 pounds under max gross. So let's get controls. We'll get the wheel chocks off there. And again, just from looking at the info, it is 83 degrees in the aircraft right now. So we're going to try to get these engines running, get some air flowing into the cabin, and make our way out of here into our destination. So let's get the airplane started and go from there. We'll get the right engine on, and then we'll get the door closed and go from there. So let's get battery going. Get the beacon light on. That's beacon, not strobes. Nav lights on. And get the fuel on. Fuel on there. Everything else looks good. We'll get everything else on here shortly. But all the circuit breakers are good there. Like I said, we're going to get things going and try to make our way out of here. So we'll get mixture rich on the second. Let's see, and we'll go all the way go, then boost pump on. Alright, we got fuel there. Turn the pump back off. Half crack, and let's go. Got a good start on number one. And back to 1,000 on the RPMs. Alright, we're good there. Let's get number one going. Alright, mixture rich. Boost pump coming on. See the fuel flow going up. Get that all the way there. And let's start number one. So let's get our door closed first.
November 316 Papa Bravo, ready 16
There's a 316 Papa Bravo into tower. Right turn out approved to the southwest, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16, right turn out approved for 6 Papa Bravo.
All right, we got a good start on number one. Get power back to 1,000 as well. Alright, let's get alternators on. Get our headphones in. Get master avionics on. On. Boost pumps are off. We're looking good. Vents are open. See if we can get it somewhat cooled down in here. Man, I can't get a view for anything. Alright, there we go. I can somewhat see over there now. Alright. Fuel, we'll refuel. Should show it, go 165. Save. Alright, EGT fuel flow. Let's get that leaned for taxi. It's like 2 gallons if I'm not mistaken. Alright, looks like we're leaned out pretty good. Alright, gyros are good. Amperages are good, and we get autopilot on. Auto trim on. Set that to GPS. And map. We're going to set CDI to GPS as well. We'll get this set up here. Let's see. Make sure that's lined up. Says 6 is about in between. It's about 40. Let's get the HSI set correctly.
The 6 Papa Bravo, frequency change approved.
6 Papa Bravo, have a good one.
Split into 2. Oh, actually, it's not 50 or 40. It's about 70. It's about there. Alright, that's that. Slave set to on. Test some annunciator panels here. That's tested. Let's set the clock here. Mode. Let's start it as well. Alright, quick test there. We're good. Test there. Got both of those on. That light works. Those lights work. The trim sets about there, 1 up. It's 82 in here now. At least temperature went down a little bit now that we got some air flowing through the flight deck. Alright, let's clear that. Set that to VFR. Altitude reporting. We also get, let's see, that's all on. Make sure we have traffic on. It is. Set that to flight plan. Map. Alright, let's get the let's get charts up. So we get our radio frequencies here. Alright, ASOS. I think these are still, yeah, these are still set from, actually, no, it's not. Let's reset this. I think that was the other one, 27, 37. Let's go ahead and get that.
Auditioning for a new movie, watch out. Arlington Municipal Airport, automated surface observation. 2153 Zulu. Wind 170 at 11 gusting 22. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 28, 2.18. Altimeter 2985. Density altitude 2400 feet.
Oh, that's still the
Birds
same.
seem to be auditioning for a new movie, watch out. Arlington Municipal
Hear it again
Airport,
with the density altitude
automated
rules,
surface
'cause it's
observation.
definitely high.
2153 Zulu.
187.
Wind 170 at 11 gusting 22. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 28,
62.
2.18. Altimeter 2985. Density altitude 2400 feet.
2,400
Birds
feet
seem to be
density
auditioning
altitude.
for a new movie. Watch out.
Alright. We got that. 2,400 feet density altitude. So the aircraft on departure is going to respond in the way of being at 2,400 feet. And from what I see, ground roll at 0 flaps. This aircraft at sea level is 1,440 feet distance that we need. And that's at max gross weight as well. So we have what, 7,000 feet of runway?
31 on one.
Yeah, 6,000 feet of runway. We need 14.
Track 1031, Arlington Tower, runway 16, clear to
probably
land,
to
wind
Foxtrot,
160 at 11, gust 18.
Good to Delta, over 3,000 feet.
16 for the land.
Should be fine on departure. Alright, so we got our clearance up, towers on standby. We'll call it, get that, and then we'll download our flight plan, make sure it matches up with what they'll give us. They should. Airplanes on. Like I said, we got a little bit of air flowing through here. It says 82 here, but 83 on there. This may be rounded up.
427, Arlington ground, runway 16, taxi the Alpha.
Let me see, what was my autopilot there? Trim is next to it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like where it's at. How I can't really reach it. Alright, yeah, that killed the autopilot. It is off. Alright, that works at least. We'll engage the autopilot as well. We got it on heading mode already. Yoke is supposed to move with it. It's not turning. It's on. That's interesting. It's not turning with it. Flight director's not even moving. Yeah, we're good there. Everything should be working here. I probably wants to. No, the heading should still work. The yoke should be turning with it. For some reason, it is not. All right, let's call up tower, or actually, let's call up. What's his name? Clearance delivery. Get our clearance so we can go. Make this one work this time. Hello, clearance delivery, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. Ready to pick up our IFR clearance to Ellington Field.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Holy cow, that's loud. About 86.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Arlington ground, cleared to Ellington via the J-Pool 8 departure, then is filed. Climb and maintain 9,000, departure on 135.975, squawk 4761. Expect runway 16.
Alright, another squawk code. Alright, we're cleared to Ellington Field via the J-Pool 8 departure. College Station transition, then is filed. Climb maintain 9,000. Departures on 3597, and we'll squawk 4761 Aerostar 5 Delta Tango.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, read back correct.
4761, yeah, that's right. Enter. Alright. So it sounds like we got exactly what we're supposed to have. Let's import our flight plan. Yep, that is it. Also, let me save it just in case. Alright, There we go, just in case we lose this again. Shouldn't though. Alright, runway 16 is what we're planning for. We'll get flaps up here shortly. Alright, got our flight plan set. Now this is active. Let's try the autopilot one more time, see if it... Yeah, there it goes. It's got to have a sense of direction of some sort, apparently. It should rotate back the other way. On heading mode, it's supposed to. So it'll only go one way. It's not actually going the direction it's supposed to go right now.
753 Uniform Fox, Arlington ground, taxi depart via Alpha. 1031, turn left on Bravo.
And
Turn left on
let's
Bravo.
see if we can head on here. Ah, that's why. That's why. Okay. Alright, now it's responding the way it's supposed to.
Got you loud and clear, how many?
Alright, so let's go here.
With 3 Uniform Fox,
Autopilot
taxi
off.
depart via Alpha.
Like I said, normally the yoke snaps back into its position.
Hey, career track 1031, we got a Cessna coming out the entryway of the ATP there. Just give way to him, he's going north.
Alright, so we'll leave it on heading mode for now. Let's set it to runway heading as well. We'll leave it there for now, and then we'll get things going from there. Alright, let me check my audio. Alright, sounds like my audio is fine. Alright, so again, so far we'll talk about our other expenses once we get cruise, and go from there. Alright, we're all set. Let's look at our checklist here. Alright, engine start. We've got net done, right fuel boost pump off, gyros check, right alternators on. Run up area. So we'll taxi over to the run up area and go from there. Alright, let's go. We got our stuff in place. Shut autopilot off for now. That system works. We're good there. Everything looks good here. Rudder trim is at 0. Alright, let's bring the flaps back up. Do a check here. And I gotta check my seems a lot looser, I think. I can't see back there. Up right, alright, we're good there. See our people in the airplane, that's for sure. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's get going. We'll taxi over and go from there. Let's switch to 121. What was the ATIS information?
Woe 8, dew point 18. Altimeter 2985.
Park and brake
Density
off.
altitude 2400 feet. Birds seem to be auditioning for a new movie, watch out.
Oh, it's ASOS, that's why.
Municipal Airport,
I forgot about that.
Automated service.
That's right, it's ASOS. It's not a actual Alright, turn coordinator is turning with the turn. Ball should be going opposite. If we get a little bit more power here, it should move opposite. Slightly moving. Not enough. Let's see. So I didn't mean to fully stop. Oh, we know the brakes work. Right brake. Left brake is good as well. Alright, HSI is matching the compass. Let's call ground back up and get our taxi clearance. She'll give us exactly what they gave us before. Get lights up. It is a hot day today. It was hot yesterday. I actually went to go play golf yesterday, and it was pretty fun. Probably the best golf round I've had in quite a while. Alright, hello ground, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. We're at the south GA ramp, ready to taxi runway 16. As we can see, that flag is up there. It's
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, runway 16, taxi at your discretion.
Alright, we'll taxi via Alpha to runway 16, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. Alright, let's get rolling. HSI is matching.
Arlington Tower, career check 427 is holding short of runway 16 at Alpha.
It's a beautiful air.
To the southeast.
Career check 427, Arlington Tower, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Runway 16, clear for takeoff, career check 427.
Let's see if this guy's actually here. See if we see that traffic on the ground here. Be nice if we do. I don't see that aircraft out here. So yeah, gas here was 707 a gallon for full service. Hey, we got some jets out here. I don't remember seeing this one before. It's a pretty nice looking jet. It's like a citation longitude or something. Some other jets there. It's the FBO. Not burning much of anything. Let's do 83. Alright, we're doing the Joe Pool departure. We'll talk about this since again this is a new stream. I didn't fully discuss this time. We're going to discuss it up here at the hold short. We'll at the run-up area of what we'll be doing because we're turboprop, or not turboprop, but because we're piston engine aircraft. We can't do certain departures, and as I said before, 90% of the time, whatever you file with clearance, you're likely going to get a completely different clearance route than what you filed, and you'll definitely get a different one if you didn't pay attention to what you filed for. You'll get a different departure clearance, different departure on that than what you filed for on the flight plan and or arrival if you didn't look at that correctly.
Crew check 1000, Arlington Tower, enter left downwind, runway 16.
Yeah, we'll just stop it right here. Brakes on. Jeez, I feel like I'm sitting too
Tower
far
track
back.
427, request bridge change.
Clear track 427,
Guess I'm right.
Clear track approved. Today, clear track
See
427.
anybody over there? All right, parking brake is set. So what we're gonna do is look here at the get right here. Geez, this really isn't. Oh, hold on, let me see. This thing really isn't letting me fully look over here. All right, so let's go full screen on this. So as I said on the last video, again, we're here at Arlington. We're doing the Joe Pool 8 departure. It's actually a lot easier to go over this from here. From what the tech shows, because initially SimBrief tried to give us Elevar transition, but that's only for turbojet aircraft going to the same locations we're going to. We're going to EFD, so we can't use that transition. We'll be using the College Station transition for piston and turboprop aircraft destined to those same locations. So our transition out is the College Station waypoint. The same with our arrival. Let's go to it. I'll show you guys. Actually, let's see if it'll let me pull up the arrival. I don't think it'll let me bring it up. Yeah, no, not for our airport. Let's type in the arrival airport. EFD. They initially gave us the Kids 5 arrival, which we again can't do because we're not a turboprop. So this is what SimBrief originally gave us, which again, if you don't read the text and or just simply pay attention and file for that, you'll get something different. But also ground won't let you, the clearance isn't going to give that to you. Let me get us back to 1000. There we go. All right. So if we read the text, and again, just the altitude restrictions should be enough to alarm you to know that that isn't the arrival you should be using. So with that being said, if we read the text here, let's make it a little bit bigger. It says 1, radar is required from ATC, and for jet aircraft capable of 280 knots or greater only. Again, so we cannot do this arrival into our destination, but this is what SimBrief initially gave me until I read it to make sure. Typically, if I'm doing airline flights, what I'm given is likely going to be the correct one. But when you're doing piston engine stuff and you're doing IFR flights, you got to make sure you read the stars and the SIDS, so you're actually using one that's meant for the aircraft type that you're flying. So with that being said, we're going to look at the correct one that we're supposed to use, and which is the one that I chose. We'll do the Sunday one. Let's make it full screen. You see we got no altitude restrictions of any sort other than one. We got Bluebell at 9,000, which is why we filed 9,000 as well. But we read the text here. You'll see here it says, hold on one second.
Tower, clear check 1000, midfield, left down 116, full stop terminate.
Clear check 1000.
You can see it says radar required.
Clear land, clear check 1000.
JJO transition for Austin terminal area departures only. Landing at EFD, which is where we're going. Turboprops and piston aircraft only. So we're on the right star inbound to our destination. And it says here, DME IRU, which is a airliner aircraft device, or GPS equipped jet aircraft landing at these same locations we're going, must file the Kids RNAV star into those locations. Because it's going to be different of how they vector them into those areas in that congested area. So this is the arrival we're doing, is the Sunday 1 Bluebell transition into the arrival. So let me see, let me make sure we got all that on here. I believe we do. Let's go preview. Bring all that up. Yeah, TTT, Ardea, Oliver, College Station, the Bluebell, Sunday, the entire destination is what we should be getting. That all lines up there just as it's supposed to. Alright, so we're good there. Let's go back to maps. Let's see, we got weather, all of that stuff up. We don't use that. Intersections, no. Alright, so let's go out to about 15. I would go 10. We'll be fine there. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. Just wanted to brief that for our arrival. We'll brief some more stuff once we get in the air and go from there. Alright, fuel burn looks good. We're doing just what we're supposed to. All squared away. We're not using any ADF. Alright, let's go mixture rich. We already did flight controls check. We're going to go up to 1500 just to check the engine instruments. Alright, the engine's not quite leveling with the left. Alright, manifold pressure, as you see, they're off a little bit. Fuel flow is good. Amperage is good. And the hydraulic is supposed to be for the gear, and I think the nose wheel steering is what that hydraulic is for. I think it controls another part of it. I've read it, I forgot what it is though. Alright, our vacuum pump is good. Engine instruments there on the left engine all in the green and stable. We're good there and stable. Alright, so now we'll go up to I was saying check the alternator at this point. Left. We drop some amps there. Let's lean from over here and see. Turn them both off, drops to 0. And we get the annunciator panel lights up for both. And we get them both back on. Alright, those are good. Let's go up to 2100. And now that right engine's up there where it's supposed to be. There's 2100. Alright, fuel flow looks good. Everything still looks good engine instrument wise. Manifold pressure is good as well. Let's test the magnetos. Right. We got a drop, which is good. Also means we're grounded. If we get no drop, then that means that mag is not grounded, which is a bad news bears if that happens. Alright, back to both, meaning that if this airplane's turned off, magnetos are turned off, and that thing is still, it's ungrounded, somebody touches the prop, that prop could start up. And that's bad news for that person that's doing it. So it's another reason why we're checking that. Make sure it's good. Alright, we're good on the right side. Let's look at the left. Right. Got a mag drop there on the left. Back to both and left. Get another drop there. Alright, we're good there on both. And we'll do a prop check. Alright, we're looking for RPM drop. We'll do this 3 times. The second, we're looking at manifold pressure should increase and fuel flow should decrease. We got the manifold increase, fuel flow decrease, and the last one will be the oil pressure. Should decrease. We got to drop both engines on decrease and we're good. Let's idle now. Engine still runs at idle. Alright, alternator check, prop cycle. 1000 RPM to max 4. Magnetos check, gyro pressure is good. Before takeoff, it's good, it's back to 1000 here. All right, there we go. Now just enough to kind of warm the engines up too to get them going. Let's see, maintenance. Let's see if we look at the engines. All right, they look good. Look to be burning nicely. That's not fully. This is running, I was running. That cylinder's running very hot. It's purple. We'll get us in the air. Alright, let's look back here. Before takeoff, cabin doors closed. It is, windows are locked. We've already checked the controls, they're good. Mixture's full 4. Fuel selector is on. We'll get boost pumps on now. Takeoff. Props full forward, boost pumps are on, instruments checked, we're good, radios are good, we're flaps 0, trim is set, pitot heat off, parking brake will take it off, and throttles be full forward for takeoff. That off. I got the brakes. Let's switch over to tower frequency now, and we'll get 35,975 on standby. That didn't work out. 75. That's departure frequency. All right. Let's get over here to taxi and hold short of about 9 minutes overdue. It's like 9 minutes overdue. Hello, tower. Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, holding short runway 16, ready for departure.
Approaching runway 16. Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Arlington Tower, runway 16, winds 170 at 10. RNAV Maverick, Dallas 4, cleared for takeoff.
All right, copy the winds. RNAV Maverick, clear for takeoff, runway 16, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. All right, approach in, looks clear. Runway is clear, departure end's clear. And we'll be switching over to departure frequency after that.
Entered runway 16, 6,000 feet remaining.
I'm not really gonna go RNAV. They would just give us a heading vector, probably to just stay south. Is really what it goes. Otherwise, we'd have to do a complete 180 to go back to Maverick, which is unlikely to happen. All right, we got 16 identified. We'll get lined up here. All right, we're good. All right, let's get our throttle set. All right, power set. Engine instruments all look good. Vacuum pump still good. We got airspeed alive. And we should be rotating at about delta. Just already wanted to get off the ground on its own. Got positive rate. Let's go gear up. Got the antenna towers over there. Got our shadow there on the ground. That is cool. Pitch for 120, coming up on 1,000 feet. Bring our power back to 2,424 on the RPM.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, contact departure.
Over to departure, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Hello, departure, Aerostar 65 Delta Tango, passing 2,000, climbing 9,000, runway heading.
Aerostar
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Lone Star departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000.
Climb and maintain 9,000, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. I got 24 trim here, power back to 24. There we go, boost pumps off, I can see here. Let's get autopilot on. We got auto trim on already. We're passing 3,000. We got heading set. Autopilot engaged. We're on headed mode already. I'll have it pitch up for 120. So it looks like it caught it right where it needs to. All right, let's lean the mixture. Ratio.
4 flight 834, just to maintain 3,000.
Maintain 3,000, 4 flight 834.
About right there will do. Kind of fine tune the RPMs there. All right, we're looking good. Trimmed at about 120, 125. This time engaging the autopilot was much better than I've done before. He's cleared us up to 9,000, so we'll take that until he gives us something else. And there's the antennas. Again, it should be just a straight out. It'll probably give us direct to College Station or something.
Flight 834, traffic's 1 o'clock, 2 miles, northeastbound, 1,900 indicated southbound now. Next one, 130 knots.
Tango, direct CLL, Dennis filed, please.
4 flight 834.
All right, direct College Station. Dennis filed Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. All right, let's go direct to flight plan.
Cash 1-2, Lone Star approach, thank you. Information, Papa is turning alliance, what's your request?
Set that to GPS now. And GPS there. Probably should have picked GPS
okay,
there
did you want
first.
the ILS 167? Is that what you said?
That abrupt change there. Let's make sure our manifold pressure is still good.
Okay, Cash 1-2, we'll show the visual approach 164.
Keep that power up. PSXT isn't picking up traffic. There's traffic everywhere right now. All right, through 6,000. Actually did very good on catching this. All right, we're still good there.
Lone Star departure, final 52908 is runway heading out of Meacham. 5290, Lone Star departure, radar contact. See your altitude, climb and maintain 6,000. Up to 6,000, we're at 1,500 clear currently, 908.
Air 4 flight 834,
that's our north, they're right underneath the northbound 1,900, might be going into Spanx there.
Roger, 4 flight 834.
Alright, we're through 7,000 and we're gonna be full throttle. Yeah, it's not picking up any live traffic. I don't know what's going on with it. Alright, we're direct College Station. We got 116 miles to get there. We'll bring our nose down to about 500 feet per minute once we get above 8,000.
Finally
got a little less time to have to level off. 34, you got it. Level off right where it's supposed to.
He was brown. I had a disadvantage.
It's a guard frequency.
Number 908, finding on 180. Heading 180, Colonel 908. Cash 12, turn 10 degrees to the left, maintain 5,000.
Alright, there's 8,000. We're just getting cool in here. Close the vents.
See off of there, Granbury, that's not my airspace. Try forward center on 135.37, 3537, they should be able to help you out. 5 Bravo Sierra, did you copy that? Bravo Sierra, you're out of my airspace. Forward center's on 135.37, 3537. You're outside my airspace. November 405 Bravo Sierra. 4 flight 834 to maintain 2,300. 2,300, 4 flight 834. Cash 12, flying at 010.
Level off very easy, and it doesn't have to try to overcompensate.
November 450 Bravo Sierra.
In doing so, alright, we're under 500, so when we hit altitude hold, it should just do it just right without blazing past it and then having to come back.
November 405 Bravo Sierra.
Alright, there's 9,000. Let's go altitude hold.
4 flight 834, fields at your 12 o'clock and about 8 miles.
There we go. Should be close to 100.
4 flight 834, cleared for the visual approach, runway 16, contact the Arlington Tower. Clear for the visual, runway 16, over the tower. Have a great day, 4 flight 834. You too, sir.
Looks like we're burning fuel just right. Fuel flow 11.2.
Number 405 Bravo Sierra.
Not matching up very well. Looks like 8.7, 22. 68 degrees in here.
November 908, flying up 200.
Alright, after takeoff, we got gear flaps up. Climb, we got through climb. It's 21, 22. Fuel pumps are off. At 1,000 feet, reduced 24 and 24. Trim for 122 to 160 actually.
Road 50, Lone Star approach. Thank you. Information. Papa is currently
Cruise now, power set. Mixture is leaned as needed. Fuel quantity, we're monitoring it. Fuel pumps verify off. They are. And fuel pressure check is good.
Road 50, you can plan on the visual approach.
Pressure and temps are all in the green as well. Still good to go. Engine gauge is checked. We're squared away.
November 225 Bravo Sierra, Lone Star approach. Thank you. What approach were you looking for in Granbury? You just looking for a visual?
Yeah, I'm not sure what is going on with PSXT, but for some reason it's not.
Flight 7295, Lone Star departure, ready to contact, climb and maintain 4,000. 4,000, November 5 Bravo Sierra, just to maintain 4,000. Down to 4,000, 5 Bravo Sierra. And do you plan to cancel on the air, or you going to cancel on the ground for Bravo here? Cancel on the air once we get close. November 908, turn right heading 260. 260, 908.
Okay.
Satellite Romeo, Lone Star departure, ready to contact information, Foxtrot, certification. Cash 612, contact approach on 118.1.
Yeah, maybe it'll update at some point.
November 908, climb and maintain 8,000. Up to 8,000, Colonel 908.
Alright guys, we are at cruise in this beautiful bird. Oh, I hate that it does that. It always messes with the FPS too. Kind of see the scratches on the window.
Resume your departure. Direct fare, resume departure, Colonel 908.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, contact Lone Star departure on 125.2.
Over the Lone Star departure on 25.2, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango.
Number 5 Bravo, sir, do you have the weather notice that you need for Granbury as well?
Yes, sir. We've got weather.
All right, perfect.
Hello, Lone Star departure, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, 900,000.
And flight 7295, turn left heading 190.
Up 190 and flight 7295.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Lone Star departure. Good evening, Milford altimeter 2985.
2985, 5 Delta Tango. Trying to see if I can find this frequency. They actually didn't give us this frequency last time on the last one. They sent us over to Waco departure. Or maybe we just haven't made it that far yet. That may be it. That may be it.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, contact Waco departure on
Ah, there it goes.
165.
Over to Waco departure on 2765, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango.
1791 Echo, Lone Star approach, thanks. Romeo's current at Denton, maintain VFR, put in the Bravo, so maintain 4,500.
Alright, cruise to the Bravo down to 4,500 and we'll get Romeo and Echo.
Hello, Waco departure, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, 900,000.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Waco departure. Good evening, Milford altimeter 2985.
85, 5 Delta Tango. All right, so now that we're in cruise, we can talk about what we were gonna do here. Let me take this off record. I will talk about a few things here. All right, we're still lined up good, perfectly. Let's go back to here. All right, so we'll bring up the let's bring up our notepad here. All right, so the next thing, that was our departure fuel, what that costs. So we're going to be staying at the Hampton Inn in Houston, and we're going to stay there 2 nights. Tonight, tomorrow night after the game, and the price for the Hilton is $138 a night, I think it is. Let me see. Let me get that, so it'll give us our cost for that. Hotel costs. It's gonna be 138. Let's see, 138. Nope, 8 a night. We're doing 2 nights. We'll go times 2. Times 2 equals, what is that, about 306, I think. 38 times 2, that comes out to 276. So now we're looking at least $276. Put the other price up there. Actually put the dollar sign there. Alright, so we were going to rent a SUV from Enterprise, but found that it'd be much cheaper to just catch an Uber from Ellington Field up I-45 to drop us off at the hotel, which again is the Hampton. Let's put that, let's make that wider. Alright, so that way we know that specifically. 138. Alright, so for our car ride, we're going to catch an Uber, which is $127. If we would have got the car rental, it would have been $194. So it's cheaper for us to just get an Uber, since the hotel's close to the Astros Stadium, and pay $127. We'll do that. 127 bucks is what that's gonna cost. So our Uber now is what we got. Let's see what else. So that's the hotel. We're not renting a car, we're just gonna take a Uber. Now, we're planning on sitting in the Crawford boxes to watch the Rangers and Astros play. Astros, and we don't have to pay any parking. Again, another good reason to not rent a car, because then we'd have to pay for the parking to park there. Seats, we got Crawford boxes. Actually, we'll put that here. We'll do that. And that is, those tickets are $151. So $151. We'll multiply that times 3. Actually, I will use that. Times 3. Equals, so again, there's 3 of us going. That's $453. And again, if we can afford this aircraft, we can afford to pay these prices. Alright, so we got our hotel, our Uber. It's a black SUV that we'll be getting an Uber from. Actual professional driver is what we'll be getting in. And our seats is the 103 section. I think Mike said earlier he was sitting in 123 section. We're going to be in 103. Row 103. I'm sorry, row 6 is where we'll be. In section 103, row 6 of the Crawford seats. Now also, because we'll be staying overnight for 2 nights, our ramp fee is going to be, which I called already, is $30 a night. And we'll again do that times 2 nights. Actually, let me see. We'll go there, stay there tonight. Yeah, stay there, and we'll leave out like Sunday morning. So yeah, times 2 nights equals $60. So we got our seats. Nothing should change. Ticket prices, Uber, and then fuel on the way back will be a different thing. Be the return cost, which we'll see how much fuel is when we land in at Ellington, which is actually much cheaper than anywhere else close by. And that was going to have us within a decent range to get to the airport, to the hotel. So that's what we're looking at so far. So as of right now, we add those up. We're looking at 466.62 plus 138. Or actually, nope. I meant to clear out just one. 466.62 that we spent on fuel, plus 276 hotel stay, plus 127 Uber, plus 453 for our seats, plus $60 on the ramp costs. So far, we're looking at spending for 2 days in Houston. We're looking at $1,382 so far. So let's just say total so far $1,382.62 is what we're looking at so far. Why does it seem so far apart? That's our total so far. The only other thing to add up here will be the fuel on the way back will be our only gripe. So that's what we're looking at so far, cost-wise. So $1,382 is what we're looking at that we've spent so far, because again, as a GA pilot, you're not planning this stuff on the fly. You'd already have planned this before leaving, before even taking the time to go. Oh, these sunroof seats look good. What is it, about 65 up here? Air is pretty good. 64. Let's close this vent. Actually, I think this is defrost. We'll close this one.
Number 91 Echo, contact approach on 118.1. Have a good day.
118.1, good night.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at total cost so far. Unless something breaks on the aircraft, we got to fix that once we get there, but hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, as we see it right now, that's what we're looking at price-wise. And again, as I've stated before, you don't...
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, just a heads up that about 13 minutes ago we had an aircraft near you. Report moderate turbulence.
Jeez, he sounded real. Aircraft near you, report moderate turbulence. Copy that, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. I almost thought that was a real person when he said, like that sounded like a real person. He said moderate turbulence in our area. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, when you're flying GA private, you're not paying for what's the cheapest. You're paying for what's convenient. That's what you pay for, is what's convenient. Yeah, something's up with looks like RT Direct, I'm assuming. Because we're not getting any live traffic at all. close it again and reopen it, see if we get any traffic around. So there's lots of traffic around, which is just not displaying any right now.
10 degrees to the left.
Fuel update. And let me check AVC.
Eagle 3-2, they're climbing at a 4,000 now. So hit you below. I'm just going to maintain 4,000. 4,000.
They've updated the whole thing, looks like. Let's see.
Eagle 3-2, just want to maintain 3,000 and turn right, heading 330. They should be no factor.
स्वागत छ सबैलाई एरिया टेक च्यानल विश्वभरि फैलिरहेको कोरोना भाइरसले गर्दा एयरलाइन्सहरूले उडान
The heck was that? Why was that playing audio? Let me pause the desktop audio. I don't know what that was playing and where it was coming from. Alright, I'm doing the title. Why is it not letting me type the title? What is going on with PSXT AVSIM? I don't know, it might have been compromised. For some reason, it let me thing. Start a new topic. Oh my God, the form's all jacked up. It's not working. Let me just close it out. It's broken. I'll figure that out later, I guess. They'll figure it out. Somebody will post it. I know it's not mine that's doing it. Okay, I got the wrong one closed. It's this one. Just close that one up. There it goes. Get that defrost off. Clouds looking very nice. And this airplane is a beauty. Get some kind of shade under the clouds here. We'll be making our way here in no time. Let's go back. Let's also bring up nearest here. Airports. We'll leave that there. Let's see, charts. Alright, we're coming down on the Sunday arrival here. Sunday 1. As we see us there, we're going to College Station and then we'll join Bluebell at 900,000. It'll be interesting to see what they do with us. And man, it sucks not having any live traffic right now, because it'd be very nice to see what the traffic's going to look like around Hobby and Bush, but for some reason RT isn't working. I don't know, maybe that always isn't supposed to be on. Let me see. I swear that was working earlier just fine. Yeah, website not letting us type anything. Picking up a little bit of turbulence here. Nothing crazy. Yeah, that's gonna suck to not have any real traffic flying into here. There's traffic all around us right now, but PSXT isn't putting anything in here. Kind of getting tossed around a little bit here. See, 15.1.2. Yeah, that's what we're on. So we're not on the outdated version. I have an account with them. Maybe.
Number 8064 Whiskey, I see you there. We're not doing flight following as of right now due to staffing issues here. I'm sorry. Understood. I was thinking if I could pick up an IFR, in-flight IFR.
No, I didn't.
I mean, I can do that. You file one?
Create an account.
I have not filed a plan yet. I'm trying to get a pop-up IFR clearance. You're trying to get a pop-up IFR into where? Kilo, Charlie, X-ray, Oscar. Your VFR there right now,
that's correct? Pop-up IFR
that is correct, VFR.
Got a lot of overcast.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, contact Houston departure on 134.3.
All right, Houston departure on 34.3 Aerostar 5 Delta Tango.
What's your type aircraft? May have stepped on you. That was 8 form for 6 Whiskey. What's your type of aircraft? It's a CA-28 Cherokee 180. Okay, and what altitude would you like to cruise at? 5,000, please.
All right, so I've created it.
Number 64 Whiskey, squawk 2354. 2354, 64 Whiskey.
Alright, live map. Oh man, I'm nowhere. That's way out the way.
November 64 Whiskey, radar contact about 6 miles south of the Sphinx Airport at 5,100. For now, just stay on your present heading, maintain VFR at 5,000. We'll get your clearance and your everything taken care of for you. Same present heading.
That's all
and altitude 64 Whiskey. Thank you.
Crossing. US. Wow, this is cool. There's lots of traffic out here.
Southwest 4007, proceed direct to Jeffrey, descend and maintain 5,000.
How do I get out of here? Well, that's cool. There's a lot of traffic taking off in and out of Bush and Hobby. This one actually works much better. I may use this one instead over here, so I can actually see this much better.
What can I do for you?
Compared to, but again, the it's not working.
Thank you, Sam. What is your
hold on, I gotta contact them. 34.3.
Thank you. Number 96 Quebec, squawk 4665. Nova 96 Quebec, radar contact 3 miles south.
Hello, Houston departure, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, 900,000.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Houston departure. Good evening, Franklin altimeter 29085.
29085, 5 Delta Tango. Let me send a message to them. Let me see if I can send a message to him. Says support. There's no way to. Does not show me having traffic in here. Flight sim traffic injection, 1 season or session. What does that mean? 2 sessions. Active runway display. That's interesting. See if I pick the app, because like I said, we're not getting anything right now.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, expect the ILS Zulu runway 17 right approach into Ellington.
All right, we'll expect the ILS Zulu 17 right approach, 5 Delta Tango. Alright, well, that doesn't work. Let's put it back. And something's going on with PSXT's website too, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. Let me see if it let me go to anything else here without freezing up. AVSIM has recently updated its site, it looks like. Just acting weird. This sucks. A good flight and I'm not going to see any real traffic. For some reason, not letting me actually type in anything for the for submitting anything. It's very weird acting. We're passing up College Station right now is what we're passing up. passing up College Station off our left here. Yeah, when I go to try to submit a topic, it won't let me do it. Yeah, I got no live traffic right now. It's very strange. There's College Station right down there below us. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, we're not going to get to see any live traffic. I have no idea what's going on with the app and why it is not loading in. Oh, it's giving statics. That's cool. Like it's giving us some static airplanes down there. I like that it does that. Just can't see them from up here. Let's see something while we're up here. There they are. Got some PSA aircraft on the ground that said 70 something. This is Easterwood. Quite a bit of airplanes out here. We got static stuff, but no live traffic, unfortunately. Jeez, we even got fighter jets down here. Where am I at? Oh, that's us up there. Good looking airport, though. Area looks very nice. I feel like I'm having to lean too far forward to see. Alright, let's look at the ILS chart then. Oh, you got a whole fingerprint right there. You can see on the screen there. Split approaches. ILS Zulu 17 right. We'll look at that one. Also, let's plan for it as well. Flight plan, no procedure. Approach. ILS-17 Zulu. Vectors, yeah, we'll leave it as vectors. Load approach, at least got it there. Alright, so yeah, we'll likely get vectors to final because the DME arc isn't going to work from here. We'll be entering from Edame, initial fix, and then go all the way around. But we're coming from the northwest side, so we won't be doing that. Let's be 10-3. We got that on standby already. Final approach course will be 174. Make sure we have that set up. We'll likely be doing the visual. We got 232. Let's put that in here. If we can go that low as our minimums, we'll use this for that. There we go, 232. Excuse me, crap. Use the ADF to put in what our minimums are so we don't forget. I'll drink some water here. Alright, so 232 is minimums. Let's go full screen here. He'll likely give us heading at some point. Alright, that's got to be downtown area. Traps, 1700 at Traps is the final approach fix. At the end of this flight, I'm going to tag my video of flying into Ellington Field so you guys can see the flight I did in the real world. I wonder if the lighting here is messing with it. I cannot believe no live traffic is working right now. Added some greenery down there. Got the sun starting to set on us. I should be starting to set out that way. Yeah, actually it's still pretty high up. It's not setting at all. Alright, we got that on standby. We'll bring that up when it's time. Let's see what the weather is there right now. Altimeter 29902. Southeast 150 at 10 knots. Dew point cloud scattered at 3,400 feet. Yeah, like I said, we'll be visual getting into here. Shouldn't be of any concern for us. Yeah, we'll be fine. No NOTAMs that'll show up here. 17. Right. Nope, wrong one. 8,900 feet. Hard surface. Looks good here. There's the approach plates. Yeah. It'll be a nice view coming in over that area. We got the ATIS is going to be 35,450. Ready for that. I love the 750 and this 650. I forget I could just hit the home button. It should start giving us vectors at some point here. Keep trying to get PSXT to work. Sure would love to have some freaking traffic around. So we had traffic when we were on the ground, but for some reason something went offline and caused it to stop working. Sound good on this airplane. The Brazos River right there. Our Brenham's off to our right. The airport's behind us. Back here somewhere. It's 11R. Should be back here somewhere. I cannot believe we got no live traffic. That is very annoying. anything on the approach frequency. I know there's tons of traffic out here. It is 120 from Sunday. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to vector us in here for the approach. We're technically supposed to be doing 245 knots true airspeed. We're doing 180 indicated right now. So far, looks like we've burned, let's see, is that 45? Almost 15 gallons of fuel so far. Yo, Quartz, welcome in. How are you, sir? Nice, man. Have a good commute home. Thanks for the like. And I believe my live traffic's not showing up. Shows why I'm getting 70 FPS, I guess. Alright, OBS. Yeah, I hope life's going well for you, my friend. I'll set this to 174.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, contact Houston approach on 123.8.
Hey, that's the right frequency. I know that frequency. Alright, over to Houston approach on 23.8, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. Good day. Hello, Houston approach, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, 900,000.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Houston approach. Good evening, Chapel Hill, altimeter 29905.
29905, 5 Delta Tango. We're loading. Slightly high. Gotta be quite a bit of talking on this frequency here. This frequency is always live. Plenty of traffic. Should be. Up a little bit so we can warm it up some. That's for that. Let's see. All right, I got the arrow showing that the heat's going up. That's good. So that's not it. It's just that one. Try to get it up to around 70 at least. And Brazos River below us. How are we not hearing anything on 23.8? So there's a ton of ATC going on 23.8. It's gonna have to start vectoring this here at some point. 7 miles, actually we're past Sunday already. Mancy, where the heck is that at? We're already long past that. See, that's not even Mansec. I don't even know what that is. I guess we're just gonna go head-in mode is what we're gonna do. From this point, we'll just stay on head-in. Until they tell us otherwise. But they should have told us to remain on runway on heading. They didn't even turn us inbound. He told us to expect the ILS 17 right, but didn't actually give that to us. Let's see how they're going to bring us around. Yeah, they should have given us a left turn to that direction. Let's see how it does. They may just keep us going all the way south. Again, I got no real traffic showing up, so I don't know why we're not getting anything other than I can't just turn myself inbound that direction. Yeah, because once we're off the arrival, they should have given us a vector heading. Tower.
133.05, November 437.
And Houston approach, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Do you want us to remain on heading?
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, maintain present heading.
All right, maintain present heading, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. It's like it's sending us all the way south. Santa's gonna give us something in 4 minutes, or they were supposed to reach top of descent, but it's been showing 4 minutes here for a few minutes. Yeah, we're already past Sugarland now. It's off our left out there. Looks like they're sending us all the way south and going to bring us around and keep us out of the Bravo. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if it's a fluke, if the program just messed up, or what. Crap, it's hot. It should switch around and start going back down. Well, let's do this. Let's open it and then open this to get some air back in. Oh, I see how the needle is like drastic. It shows we're burning about 31 gallons an hour. And that's barely open. I thought I saw this arrow kind of grow a little bit. Yeah, it's like they're taking us all the way outside of the Bravo airspace. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter then about seeing Georgia Bush and Hobby traffic, since it's taking us way south of it. Hey, no worries, Caleb, man. No worries, man. It has been a great flight. Appreciate you for being here. All right, we're just trying to cool this airplane off some. Now 82 it says. Probably leave those on because we're going to start descending. It's going to get hotter as we descend anyway. It just sucks. They took us all the way south, so we couldn't even go through the Class Bravo airspace. They'll probably bring us all the way up the coast around Galveston or something. See how they'll vector us in. glad I filled it all the way up. Alright, there's 76, 75. That's comfortable there. Ah, look at the arrow just zips away. Alright, we're comfortable 75 now. Should be good. We have the vents and everything closed. Probably get a little cool air coming in from the defrost here. They're really sending us south. Or the approach controller is not really... It's not understanding this type of arrival, probably. That's my assumption. We're out here by Warden County Regional. It's off our right here. Let me see if we can see it here. We can't see it from right here. I think it's off our right. Let's get up here in his seat. Burger with all the thick. Nice, man. The burger sounds good right now. That may be Warden County right there. I think that might be. Unless it's right behind the wing. See, it still says 3 minutes. They're going to literally send us all the way out to the coast and then bring us back around. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm going to report it just in case because I don't think it should have done this. So let's see. Report a bug report. Alright, we'll report that bug for just in case. Oh, you're saying all the fixings got you? Like, we're way down here by like Bay City is where we're near. And Houston approach, we need to head in toward the destination airport. We're way too far. Now my top of descent went back to 4 minutes.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, turn left heading 240.
Left turn heading 240. We can't turn left to 240. That would be a right turn to 240, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. You have a better heading on course, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. We're literally going out to the beach. Again, glad I've got enough fuel in the airplane.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, turn left heading 052.
Left turn 052, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, cleared Sunday 1 into Ellington.
445, you're Mike Juliet.
And 5 Delta Tango, we are no longer on the arrival. We're going to need heading vectors to join the ILS 17 right approach into Ellington.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 5,000, turn left heading 030 vectors for the ILS runway 17 right approach.
I almost went past it. Alright, we'll descend and maintain 5,000 at discretion and left turn to 030 Aerostar-5 Delta Tango.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 299.5.
He's trying to keep me out the Bravo, that's what he's doing. Alright, 299.5 and descend and maintain 4,000 Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. Man, you definitely do have all the fixings. That definitely sounds good. And Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, do we have permission to enter the Bravo airspace?
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, negative. You do not have clearance.
That's why he sent us down. Copy that, 5 Delta Tango. I had a feeling that's why he was making us descend sooner than later. Let's get a descent going here. Watch our speeds.
Bravo in 11.5 miles.
11 miles till we're into the Bravo. Watch our speed here. Add a little bit more fuel. And we'll watch our power settings. Alright, let's activate the approach. We'll set that up. 10-100. Put CDI to GPS. I mean to ILS local. We're out of 7,000. We're in there in the almost close to the yellow arc. Let's bring that power back some. Watch our power. What is this ring? 4,000. He told us 4,000 though.
Thank you, 80
He may bust the airspace. We'll see if he says anything about it. And busted the airspace. We'll see if he says anything. I'll try our speed more. Oh, really? Nice, dude. This somebody you know? Did you like recognize him right away? He didn't give us a number to call for busting a Bravo. He still only gave us 4,000. Below 200. Alright, we're just waiting to get further clearance. .232 is men's. Alright, pumps are on. Flaps will be 20 below 175, which we are almost below that. Let's slow it down some more. I'll do 1,700. Got some antennas out here. These Sugarland antennas? Oh no, those aren't the. Are these the main antennas out here? Oh, these some other. Oh, those are the main antennas. Oh, we're actually flying right over the main antennas. Where's the other ones I just saw? Alright, these are the towers in Missouri City. The off-air towers. I really can't believe I got no.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, turn right, heading 040.
Right turn 040, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Now we're below 175 already, speed-wise. The sunset looks amazing. That downtown view. Still keeping us at 4,000. I'm not even picking up the ATIS for oh, it's 3440. 30, it's 3545 it said. Approach. Oh, 3557. Approaches that frequency.
One 6. Visibility 10. Broken at 3100. Temperature 27, dew point 20. Altimeter 2995. Density altitude 1400 feet. Noise abatement procedures are currently in effect, plan accordingly. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Ellington Airport.
And approach Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. We have ATIS information Romeo. There's Texan Stadium, the old Astrodome.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, roger, I have you on radar with information Romeo.
See if he's gonna get us lower.
Over the tower, 3780 Foxtrot, good night.
Cannot believe we don't have any real world traffic. That sucks. There's downtown. Toyota Center and the Minute Maid Park is just on the other side here. Looks good down here. See how far out are they going to send us for the approach? Oh, they're kind of bringing us just on the inside of between Hobby and downtown. Let's see if we see Minute Maid Park. Actually, that's not it either. I'm looking at the wrong part. That's all up here. Yeah, there's Minute Maid Park or Dakin Park, and Toyota Center should be just around there somewhere. Be nice if we could have got us lower. And Hobby should be off our right. There it goes. Hobby's right there. Alright, we're at 160.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, just to help slow us down some more.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 3,000 feet, turn right, heading 065.
Alright, down to 3,000 and right turn to 065, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Let's go flaps 20. Ah, it's a beautiful sight. So I feel like I'm back at home. Got the reflection off the glass. Man, this is beautiful. Ah, oh, look at that. That looks amazing. Try to get a full-on picture of. That's fantastical. Let's go mixture full rich and slow her down. 157, gear down.
You can approach, from the top level.
Be coming in too fast. Alright, there's 155. Let's go gear down.
5 Delta Tango, 6 miles from traps. Turn right, heading 145. Descend and maintain 1700 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 17 right approach.
Alright, right turn to 145. Maintain 2000. Maintain 1700 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the localizer, the ILS approach, 17 right, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. There's 120, we got 3 green on here, we're looking good. Slowing down to 120. I'm gonna have to go more this way.
5 Delta Tango, contact Ellington Tower on 126.05.
Over to Ellington Tower on 26.05, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Alright, let's go my airplane. Autopilot disengaged. Hello, Ellington Field Tower. Aerostar 5 Delta Tango is 5 miles out on the visual runway 17 right. What's our speed here? Ellington Tower, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango is visual runway 17 right. For some reason it didn't pick it up. Ellington Tower, how do you read? 2605, that's right. We got VLOC approach. Cloud slope should start coming in. That OBS must be number 2. And this all looks so good. There's San Jacinto Monument out there. Going to traps. Supposed to stay in much closer. Alright, localizers coming in. We got the glide slope also as well. Only 100 feet below. Ellington Field Tower. How do you read? Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Looks like it's not working. And approach Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. We're not getting a read back from tower. Houston approach, Aerostar 65 Delta Tango. Ellington Tower is not responding.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, roger, maintain present heading and altitude. I'll monitor and assist as needed.
Alright, we'll maintain present heading and altitude, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Get our power up. Oh crap, I went full flaps, that's why. I'm gonna try to do that. Let's get that 30. I'm gonna try them again here. And probably get vectors back around. Ellington Tower, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, how do you read? No, the tower's not closed already. He wouldn't have handed us off. Yeah, it's not picking us up. And Houston approach, Aerostar 65 Delta Tango. Is the Ellington Field Tower still open? It should be. It's still too early for it not to be.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, Ellington Tower is open on 126.05.
Alright, I tried to contact him again, still no joy.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, roger, standby for further instructions.
5 Delta Tango, copy. Well, that's a weird one. It left us hanging way out and about. now this. Turn autopilot back on. Actually, let's get back on heading. This direction. This thing is abrupt with the heading change. Got aircraft down on the field. Let's see a Southwest jet down there. Now we'll maintain altitude here. And nope. We'll suspend for now. Save us some fuel. Let's go flaps up. We'll just hold 10 degrees of flaps. Zoom past the airport here. Let me actually slow down some. I don't want to be blazing too fast past. Let's maintain that. Did you say Giants are trash? Oh man. And Houston approach Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. You got any update for us? My luck, they're probably doing something to the servers and that's what's throwing it off. Around 05. Ellington Field Tower, how do you read? It's like the frequency doesn't work at all. I still got no joy from them. Alright, so what we may have to do, we may have to go ahead and divert to KCXO. If tower or field's closed or something is what we're going to chalk it up to. Man, that looks good back there. Jeez Louise. And Houston approach Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. Question.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, go ahead.
We may have to plan to divert to our alternate. Unless you have any new information for us for Ellington Field Tower.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, Ellington Tower is open on 126.05. No new information for Allentown Field Tower.
Negative. We're supposed to be going to Ellington Field, Echo Foxtrot Delta. They like planned a flight plan for us already. And they gave us a whole new squawk code too. Let's see if we're getting something on here. Ellington Field Tower, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. Tower's not closed, not for this airport. Alright, approach Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. We're going to go ahead and divert to Charlie X-Ray Charlie Oscar.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, roger. Diverting to Charlie X-Ray Charlie Oscar. Squawk and ident remain unchanged.
And a correction on that, it's Charlie X-Ray Oscar is what we're going to divert to Aerostar-600 Delta Tango. Alright, 2415 he says. Dang it. Alright, so we're not going to Ellington Field. Alright, we're squawking 2415 Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. And approach 5 Delta Tango. We're going to divert to Charlie Oscar X-Ray. I almost forgot what the freaking airport is called. Conroe is what it is.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, this will get you there sooner. Turn right heading 335 vectors for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Right turn 335. We're way the hell down here though. Alright, right turn heading for 335 for the ILS 14 approach. Can we get a higher altitude as well? Damn about to run into these poles. Houston approach, did you copy? Can we get a higher altitude?
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, climb and maintain 4100.
Alright, climb and maintain 4000, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. Get power up. Let's go flaps up. Gear is up already. See what route they're giving us. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Hopefully this tower answers. Alright guys, so we're diverting to XO. Tower's not responding. We don't know what's going on down there, so we're gonna divert. 2533 as well now is what he gave us. mean, Canada is supposed to give us that information of what the heading or the new flight plan is supposed to be. They didn't give us that either.
Stationary 941 Juliet Ellington Tower, runway 17 right at Bravo on departure, turn left. 09.
Tower's actually open.
Wind 170 at 9 clear for takeoff.
It's just not working here on the, let's say, intentions for some reason. All right, so we have a longer drive then. We'll see how much that's going to cost us to get from CXO to the game for tomorrow. But again, glad we flew in here the night before. Now we'll see what happens when we get over here if they don't actually respond either. All right, so let's get charged for that then. Jeez Louise. All right, got 436 for men's. 36. Use that. And what we'll do is just get that set up. Actually, let's load it and activate it since they got us on heading vectors anyway. Select approach again. Yeah, we'll just do vectors. Load and activate. We're not using it right now anyway. See how long they've forgotten about us, or if they forget about us here. Alright, we're at least definitely high enough to miss any obstacles that's in the area. And approach Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Do you want us to maintain present heading?
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, maintain present heading.
Roger that, 5 Delta Tango. There's Hobby as we fly by and still have no live traffic in sight. Yeah, I don't know why it's not giving me no live traffic right now. I don't know what's up with that. All right, we get to fly by downtown again though. Let's start the recording on that again. Let's go full fuel pumps off. Alright, we're good for now. Watch that speed. We're going too fast under the Bravo. Actually, we're in the Bravo now, so we're good. It's not expecting this though. This is not bad. We'll get to see George Bush here, though. There it is in the distance. Yeah, something like that, though. If approach isn't getting a hold to tower, we can't get a hold of tower, we don't land. You divert. 'Cause if I'm not mistaken, Ellington Field doesn't close. Let me see. I don't believe their tower actually closes. Let me see. Yeah, like I said, Ellington Field doesn't close because it's also a military base as well. So that's why I said earlier, Caleb, that tower definitely wouldn't be closed. Shouldn't be closed unless something's going on. It's 24/7 for there. All right, coming up on George Bush. Again, hopefully we can get we'll actually get tower over here. I'll report it. Hopefully it's a bug. Or hopefully it's real. I don't know. Be interesting to know if that is the case. All right, so I'll report that as well, because like I said, I don't know if that is an actual bug or not. Not quite sure. Let's see. Passing over Bush now. There's George W. Bush Airport. Looks good from up here. Taxiway lights. Oh, looks pretty cool. .32.
(53 Zulu). Arriving and departing runway 14. Wind 140 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 28, dew point 21. Altimeter 299er2. Density altitude 1800 feet. Caution bird activity. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
Information Sierra. And approach Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. We have ATIS information Sierra for the airport.
Aerostar 5 Delta Tango, roger, I have your information, Sierra.
You have my information, Sierra? That's interesting. Again, we got plenty of fuel. Man, this looks so good. We put us on ahead and we stayed left of Bush and the only sucky part is, again, we got no live traffic happening. I don't know what's going on with PSXT. I don't know if anybody else is on here that uses it. Can let me know if they're having any issues with it. Alright, we're getting within range. Let's get set up for the approach. On. Let's slow it down. Coming onto some clouds covering here. Jeez, this looks so good. Alright, below 175, we'll go flaps 20 for now. Flaps 20, just about flaps 20. So we'll call Uber from out here. We'll have to see how much that's going to cost from this airport to downtown. Again, we have 127 from Ellington, so we'll see how much that's going to cost us from Conroe to our hotel downtown. May cost us a little bit more.
I just switched over at 8 Foxtrot. $299.4, I'm at 2,000 at 8 Foxtrot. We'll expect the visual on 4.
We're inside the numbers there.
Affirmative, I do have all 8 Foxtrot.
Maybe taking us all the way out. Alibi. Yeah, that's where it's at. What's the, I almost forgot about that, 1087. Let's get that up. There we go. That should be ground speed. Let's go 1. Alright.
Roger that. Got him on the screen looking for the visual. Any function.
There we go, showing up on the chart. Alright, he should get his tower secondary with his tower
approach
frequency
9133 Papa at 2000.
241512. Man, I hate I can't see live traffic right now.
Over to advisor, we'll talk you on the go for check 46.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, turn right heading 360.
Right turn at 360, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango.
Traffic in sight, area function. Affirmative, maintaining visual separation from the traffic, area function.
Like I said, we're in the approach phase. We don't need to be blazing fast. Let's go ahead and make mixture rich now.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 3500 feet, turn right heading 005.
Down to 3500, right turn to 035, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango.
Traffic no factor. Airport's in sight, 8 o'clock now. 8 Foxtrot, frequency change approved. I'll go ahead and cancel with you in the air right now.
Let's go ahead and get gear down.
Squawk maintain VFR, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, 4 miles from Alibi. Turn right heading 110. Descend and maintain 100 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 14 approach.
Alright, right turn to 110. Descend and maintain 2100 feet. Until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS 14 approach, Aerostar Delta Tango. Alright, we're geared down. Maybe that's 110.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, contact Conroe North Houston Tower on 124.125 when established.
As well. Alright, we'll switch over to Conroe Tower and contact when established, Aerostar 5 Delta Tango. Thanks for the help. Alright, mixture full rich, gears already down. We're go, then let's go autopilot disengaged. And Conroe Tower, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango on the visual runway 14. We got it in sight. Let's see if they're on.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Conroe North Houston Regional Airport Tower. Roger. Winds 140 at Niner.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go flaps 30. Alright, flaps 30 set.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, runway 14. Winds 140 at Niner. Clear to land.
Copy the winds, clear to land, runway 14, Aerostar-5 Delta Tango.
Looking for the traffic skyline 430.
Alright, 3 green on the gear, mixture's full rich. We're inside, almost inside of 100. Go flaps full. Let's watch our speed. Alright, flaps full. Get us inside of 100 there. Alright, we're below. Actually, we can go below 13. Below 15 will allow us to go props full forward. Alright, props full forward now. We're looking good. Alright, we had to divert to our alternate. We'll take that though. Guess we got a tower actually online.
Traffic inside, Skyline 430.
Kind of low. Watch that. All these trees down here. All right, we're 3 green on the gear. Flaps full. Fuel pumps are all on. Props full forward. Mixture's rich. And we got our clearance to land. And low on the slope there, but we're good. We're going to be going all the way to the end anyway, so if we land
Cherokee 6-4 Whiskey, you appear well right, of course. Yeah, we were having problems finding the airport, and it looks like our nav is not centering on the GPS approach. I would like to switch over to a visual approach, please.
Cherokee 6-4 Whiskey, cleared visual approach, runway 14, just verify you got the airport in sight, 12 o'clock and 6 miles.
Airport in sight, 12 o'clock, 6 miles, and clear to land on 14 still.
Cherokee 6-4 Whiskey, airport move clear, and down 14, traffic will base inside the US.
Alright guys, welcome to Conroe.
Traffic 6-4 Whiskey, thanks for the help.
Climb 430, runway 14, clear to land.
Runway 14, clear to land, Skyline 430.
That diversion, we'll go eat over here at forgot the name of the restaurant. There's a cool restaurant up top of the FBO there.
Aerostar-5 Delta Tango, welcome to Conroe, North Houston. Exit at Bravo if able. Contact ground on 120.45.
All right, over to ground on 20.5 Aerostar-5 Delta Tango. Hello ground, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, clear of runway 14. She said 20.45, my bad. Hello ground, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, clear runway 14. Alright, flaps are up.
Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, Conroe, North Houston Regional Airport ground, taxi to Park Stand 28B Alpha. Good day.
Alright, to parking via Alpha, Aerostar-600 Delta Tango, thank you.
Miles from the northeast. Inbound for a full stop, we have information November, and we'd like to request touch and goes in the pattern. Not full stop.
Good 469, Connor Tower Squad 0451, enter left downwind, runway 14.
0451, left downwind for runway 14, clear check, 469.
I don't even know what the parking is over here. We'll just park. But yeah, there's a, dang it, I can't think of the name of it. I forget the name of it. We're supposed to turn in there? I don't think so. We could turn up here.
Skyline 430, where are you parking today?
General, sir. Skyline 430.
Skyline 430, cross runway 19 at Bravo, straight into General.
Cross runway 19 at Bravo, straight into General. Skyline 430.
Lane for taxi. Flaps are
Officer
up.
Conroe Tower, be advised, short final, very short final, about 50 feet left of center line. There's a group of about 3 to 4 balloons. Seems to be about 40 feet in the air.
Cherokee 64 Whiskey, copy.
Copy 64 Whiskey, we're going to land long then.
Oh yeah, we're going to Galaxy FBO. That's what it is.
Alright,
So if we get parked, we'll check and see how much it's going to cost us for getting Uber from here to
Cherokee 64 Whiskey, if you see the balloons, can you let me know if they are moving at all?
Yeah, I'm looking for those balloons. I don't see them. I'm still up
our hotel. Since now that's going to change. There are jets all over the taxiway here. Ah, crap, this thing's messing with them. I just moved that so it doesn't delete them still. We get on the other side of this Lear 45 here.
Conroe Tower, negative on the balloons.
Roger. Citation 3 Tango.
Alright,
just about a minute ago, right before you checked in. Last guy didn't see it, but the guy before did. Some balloons, very short final left of runway 14.
Brake on.
Yeah, no problem. We heard the story.
We didn't see those balloons when we were landing. Guess we could have been of some help if we saw them. Alright, we get fuel pumps off. Alright, flaps are all up. Actually, turn it off. Let's go. Landing light off. Nav lights will stay on till we shut
You want me to stay with you or switch over to ground?
It's all me. 64 Whiskey, where are you parking today?
That's a good question. I guess it's Galaxy is the FBO here?
Props with fuel flaps up.
There's two of
pumps
you on a
off.
choice. Off the left with the light is Galaxy, and straight off your nose is General.
Let's get it to neutral.
That makes me no difference. Just point me somewhere.
Okay, well, what do you need today?
All right, we're staying overnight, so I need to tie down somewhere.
Yeah, you stand overnight too. Actually, now we also got to find out our tie down.
I don't know. You said Galaxy. I'll take you to Galaxy. Just take a left there.
Pretty sure it's going to be about the same. We'll leave that the same.
And then at the almost at the end, will be a right turn in the Galaxy.
Avionics going off. Autopilot off. Auto trim off. We'll lean the mixture out. Let's see. I think I could turn the light on one of these. I thought. There we go. All right, off, 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 off. Get nav light off. Just cabin lights. Whoa, those lights are bright. Turn that crap back off. Let's bring this down so it's a little bright. There we go. All right, looks like we're good. We're all squared away there. Let's see. Shut down, parking brake, idle, Cool down radios off, mixture idle cut off, mags off, fuel selectors off, alternator and battery goes off last. And that'll do it for us. Put chocks on. They can tie it down. It'll be here overnight. We're just going to go to the hotel, leave the airplane here, and leave from here is what we'll do. All right, so welcome to Conroe, guys. Plan for an alternate. Again, GA, you pretty much always want to plan for an alternate for GA flying because you never know, especially with GA, small GA planes, you're likely to go somewhere, especially landing at the small airports, a lot of small airports that's out there where something may be wrong. A NOTAM wasn't put out, and now you got to divert. Perfect day, no weather issue, but you may have to divert because of airport obstacles or issues that's going on at the airport. Nice sunset arrival, though. We'll take it. All right, so what we're going to do is see how much it's going to cost us an Uber to get from here to, let me see, what is the, I forget what the, let's see. What is it called? The black walnut. That's what it is. The black walnut that's here. So with all of that, at least we get to eat some good food right here before we leave and head to the airport. Let me look at my phone here and see how much it's going to cost for us to Uber from XO to. I've eaten at the black walnut before too. It's pretty freaking good. Let's see what our new Uber cost is going to be. Pick up location. Let's see. Pick up XO. CXO Airport. Why is it not picking it up? Oh, maybe just CXO. Yep, there we go. We're going to the Hampton downtown. Houston, let me see where exactly it's supposed to be at. What is the exact hotel? The Omni was on here. Let's see, it's near the convention center is what it says. Let's see, Hampton Inn Suites. The crap is the address? Oh, 7th, and it's on Crawford Street. Nice. Let's see. Crawford Street, Houston. Let's see how much it's going to cost us. We want the deluxe, a premium SUV. Oh man. It's actually $167.73 now, so we got to update that. It's going to cost us more to get there now than it did. Let's see. All right, so we'll scratch that. It is now 167.73 from KCXO now, since that's what we diverted to. And let's see how much is gas at XCXO for when we leave here. We can go ahead and kind of factor that in and see how much that's going to be. Let's see. We're at Galaxy FBO. Actually, it's pretty cheap. Probably could have just come here initially. Galaxy FBO is $5.55, and we're going to fill it up as well. Oh, it's self-serve too at Galaxy. I didn't know they had a self-serve. So it's $5.55 for self-serve. So sweet. We'll at least save some money there. Let's see, how much fuel did we need now? Let's see, how much did we burn? So when we leave here, we got 107. It's going to take 166 to fill it up. Minus 107 is going to be 59 gallons is what we'll need. So now we'll multiply that times $5.55. Unless something goes wrong. Worst case, the fuel is going to go up to $7.10 if something's wrong with the fueling station here. So that's $327. So here, fuel at KXCO is $5.50. We'll multiply that times 59 gallons. That'll bring us up to $327, $27.45 to be exact. All right, so our old total was 1382.62. We add this 1327 to it now. That's going to give us 1382.62. Brings our grand total. And that's not even counting the trip back, but just our flight to here and our possible fuel for leaving is going to go to, again, we're not accounting for the price that it's going to cost the Uber back here. $1,710.07. Let's unpan that. Flight is $1,710, but again, we're not paying for what's cheap. We're paying for the experience and for the convenience. Although we were inconvenienced since we couldn't get an answer from Ellington Field. Not sure what happened there. Again, I'm pretty sure it was a bug. I reported it. But again, still a good lesson to learn. You're always learning something on every flight. I got to figure out what's going on with PSXT while we're not getting any traffic showing. Would have been very nice during that sunset to see all the traffic going in and out of Bush and Hobby. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. But again, we had plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel to get here. Plenty of fuel for landing here. And again, nighttime doesn't count until 30 minutes after sunset. So technically, we still fell in the 30-minute nighttime reserve fuel or daytime reserve fuel. So that worked out. Got here just in time. And even if we didn't have the 30-minute, it was counted as nighttime. We still got 107 gallons. So we definitely still made the 45-minute reserve, which I think was 67 gallons. So even if we had to meet the Part 91 nighttime reserve fuel of 45 minutes, we still had that as well. So Caleb, appreciate you hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Quartz, appreciate you as well. And everybody else who caught the other videos where we failed 3 times in a row due to NVIDIA drivers being out of date, as well as something going on with the SR22, the Asobo SR22 for some reason. But yeah, appreciate everybody that stopped by earlier on the streams and hung out. And again, appreciate y'all that made it through this one and hung out with us. So yeah, that's what the cost would be for us flying the Aerostar. Again, for a trip like this, fortunately we own the Aerostar, so that's always a positive, I guess. Because imagine renting this airplane and diverting and spending way more money in fuel. Actually, we spent more money in fuel leaving Arlington than we will leaving here going back. Because our total cost was, let's see, departure fuel was $466. Our fuel that we'll pick up from CXO is only $327. So cheaper fuel here versus what it was in Arlington. I think in Arlington it was like $6 and some change or something. Let me see. Arlington fuel. Yeah, it was $6.47 in Arlington. So needed less fuel to go back home, and it was cheaper fuel, so we'll definitely take that. That's what you look for. You try to look for the cheap fuel. That's about the only cheap you look for on GS, the fuel, cheap fuel. But other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys flying along. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. We'll try to do another flight. We'll try to do this series for following the Rangers-Astros game. So again, we made it here. We'll go to the game tomorrow. The game is supposed to be at 6:10 p.m. Rangers versus the Astros here in Houston. Either team that wins for me is going to be great, because both Astros is my home team, and then I live in Dallas. We'll be supporting the Astros and the Rangers. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I will see y'all on the next one later.